beautiful, beautiful November 8th, 2022. It is currently 7:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Empress Black, and I am grateful for starters for a beautiful morning. I just stepped back in from outside, getting a quick, whiff of the fresh air. Yesterday was really nice. It was 80, like 82 degrees yesterday. So I got some time to go by the river when I got a break from work, just to kind of ground my energy, take a minute to reflect, take a minute to take, a nice deep breath with the fresh air around me, a little bit of nature, did some stretching, directly in the sun. They always boost my energy and, makes me feel a little better, helps me to get back in alignment and remember that, even with the challenges and obstacles that I may be faced with in life, it's all good as long as I, remember to align with God, the Most High God that resides within me, that resides within you, and that resides within every other human, whether they choose to align with, accept, respect, appreciate, honor, etc. Get to know that source, that energy, is all a decision for each of us to make each and every day. So, with that being said, this is our first Transformation Tuesday, and I'm so excited. Um, for this week. Quickly, before I get into the reading and further elaborate on, our Transformation Tuesday topic um, that we introduced at 6 a.m., our live broadcast in which we shared with all the social media platforms that we're on. We're going to elaborate more on that from my perspective as well in just a moment. But I want to go over this week's um, newsletter communication. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but I'm foreseeing this being a weekly thing that I'm starting out doing myself, but I'm sure eventually I'm going to have to recruit or hire someone, an administrative assistant type individual that could produce this, as well as get it out for me, distribute it. So what this is, on empressblack.com, you'll be able to find our blog under hers story. At marissablack.com, her story is her story news and entertainment, where for the last couple years I've been pretty much sharing different things that piqued my interest, that showed up on my plate that I thought others should uh, be aware of or know about, different things that I've been overcoming in the backgrounds and, behind the scenes in my personal life. Some of it I've also shared, because I know that throughout my career working with women, I've come across many women who have been going through similar experiences the same time as myself, or around the same time. And a lot of times that, sister camaraderie, or, that connecting and, reflecting together has helped us to, process information, learn, grow, and evolve. And with transformation being, the topic, I want to share quite a few things about transformation, why I added it to Experience Black, um, with the EBT, Experience Black transformation concept and idea that I've worked with for the last couple years, that has evolved into Empress Black, by the way. Empress Black is the brand and Experience Black is the business. So that transformation to get here most definitely came with a great deal of obstacles, um, challenges, frustration, but hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, most definitely. So you'll be getting all of that here, um, when we share our weekly lives, that are themed. So we had yesterday, Monday, um, the Momentum Live, and that was pretty much an inspiring video that we shared from the late great Kobe Bryant, the Mamba. And I figured, that was a tragic event that took place in the world of entertainment and sports for men, who admired him as an athlete, as a businessman, as a family man, whatever they admired this great man for. Um, I know he had a big impact. So we wanted to hear his mindset, how he perceived and thought about, success. What did it mean to him? What um, actually contributed to him making the changes, transformations that he needed to make to produce the results that he wanted in his career, in his family, in his life. He seems to be a pretty spiritual man. Usually, um, men that reach the pinnacles in which he does, and have the level of respect, and dignity along. Um, like I said, they usually have made some type of transformation and have a grounded spiritual um, connection. So, with that, his words were inspiring, motivating, and educational. So, that's what we shared yesterday. If you want to check that out, then it can be found on Empress Black TV for the week of November 6th through 12th. Also, to our Black Card supporters and pros that access, when you gain access, you'll be able to find said things, whether on our patron platform. Excuse me, my words are getting jumbled. It's been an early day, but on Patreon or Empress Black TV. Okay. All right. And a reading came with that as well. Yesterday's reading, the audio wasn't necessarily the best, but the parts in which the audio was good, there was important and valuable information. So that's why I uploaded it. Um, Check that out if you're interested. All right, so with our Transformation Tuesday today, um, as I stated, we went live this morning on the social media platforms and shared a great um, spoken piece from, Sarah Jakes Roberts. And she's a young lady that I appreciate for her ministry, for her work. Of course, that is also the great T.D. Jakes' daughter. I appreciate her um, unique story, being a teenage mother and overcoming the releasing of shame and um, just personal development and being a woman evolving through that experience, being a pastor's daughter and so forth. So with that, her words were ringing through my head this morning when I was meditating, still laying on my pillow, preparing to get up and thinking about, what I wanted to say, you know, in my intro and my perspective for this Transformation Tuesday. But while I was getting some fresh air this morning, about 5 something this morning, before the sun came out, I decided to type in transformation, just the word transformation in YouTube to see what would come up. And that video that I shared came up from 10 months ago. Now, I had seen it because I follow her, but I did not actually watch it. And the fact that so much of what she said not only resonated, but it also resonated real time. The river experience, I started out saying that, yesterday I spent a little bit of time, needed time at the river, by the water and the sun, connecting with nature. And, all of that is necessary for myself and people like myself. Um, those healthy spiritual practices are necessary to stay grounded, to stay focused, to stay productive, to stay on purpose, living on purpose, getting the work done that you were created and designed to do, you know, for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your network, for your ministry, your organization, your company, whatever it is God got you here to do. You got to do it with a sound mind and, a pure heart. So that's what, you know, transformation is. And she pretty much gave the backstory in a few minutes, less than 15 minutes, the backstory of me getting to where I am now in my journey with the confidence to be able to open up and speak, to connect with my family and feel as though I have enough self love and healthy boundaries to be able to, stay on purpose and do what I'm here to do, but still be connected and loving and supportive in the best ways that I can with what I have to work um, with my loved ones. So, um, like I said, I'm grateful that she translated that for me. So I didn't have to wait a whole 30, 45 minutes trying to do it myself. All right. So Wednesday, we have Work It Out Wednesday. That is going to be our live broadcast for tomorrow. And what to expect from that, I'm going to share some type of dance performance or dance video. Usually on Wednesdays, I will be sharing either a dance or a workout video. Both are things that I've always loved doing, working out, training. You know, I'm a natural athlete, um, and dancing. A lot of people don't know that like that about me, but that is the case. So to make sure that I am nurturing that aspect of myself, I want to take the opportunity to share, video footage and performances from, you know, people that I like, groups that I've liked, and to also introduce them to others, and that is where I'll do that in the intro. Sometimes I'll even, share or even do live workout and fitness, yoga um, routines at that time, but I don't have the space and, the support as far as cameras and all of that, or the timing to do all of that right now. So we're working with what we got, and we're going to start small and grow. So we'll see where that goes. But I'll also be sharing a positive self image or self esteem message that, comes to mind at that time, whether it be a personal story or testimony or one from, a client that I've worked with throughout my career that wants to share their story, or just, someone that I just come across and I'm inspired by their story and want to share, period. So, it won't be a monotonous, you know, you can expect what it's going to look like situation. It's going to change from time to time for sure. All right. So then we're going to do hump day highlights. So I came up with that because, Wednesday is hump day also. And a lot of times, what I've come across when it comes to hump day is, um, especially on social media, people have things like humorous, hump day stuff. Well, I want to, flip that a little bit and, also have a little sense of humor, but include sex education and sex education from an energetic perspective. So that is where, I've learned the abbreviation for sex being sacred energy exchange, spelled with X. Um, that is where I've learned that that is creative energy, that is life force energy, and that is something that a lot of people have no idea is a thing, and that is like pretty much the most valuable thing that you have. And that's the crazy part about it. So with breath, with being able to breathe, having, breath in your body, that is a part of, your life force energy, your creative energy. And so many people disrespect that energy, because they don't know any better. So what I'm going to do is, learn more. And while I'm learning, I'm going to share what I've learned and, what we're going to learn together. Because from what I'm seeing and hearing with all of the Roe versus Wade, abortion and women's reproductive rights and all of that type of stuff that has been going on for the last months and years, depending on, if we're looking at it from a political standpoint or if we're looking at it, from a societal standpoint, religious, whatever. I've seen it in, different arenas because I pay attention to all these different areas of life. So, you know, like I said, I'm still learning and I'm going to share, you know, that with others in that, you know, Wednesday's hump day highlights. With that, I'll also incorporate tarot. We know that I'm an energy reader and I like to look at current events also from an energetic standpoint. So I'm not with all the, you know, hoodoo, voodoo, you know, magic type of stuff. I appreciate cards, my deck of cards. Like I appreciate my books. I feel like in most cases they are just books that are loose, they're not bound, and I can shuffle them and pick a page from the book and a picture of the book and read, you know, energetically or translate energetically what I'm seeing, in the pictures, in the symbols, in the colors, in the numerology, and with the present energy that I'm sensitive enough to feel as an empath. The God given gifts that I have that I'm aware of and that I'm here to use for this purpose for us to transform and grow and evolve. You know? All right. So, good Black news is something that I was excited about. I came across, so I wanted to incorporate as a banner in this newsletter. So, if you click on it, it'll take you to their actual website. And, I'll highlight and share different things from here from time to time, but I'm not going to, expand on that at the moment. So that is there. And if you need a little bit of encouragement or inspiration, motivation, you can definitely find it there with some knowledge. It is the good things Black people do, give, and receive all over the world. Now, the thing that's so significant about this for me is um, my last committed relationship, my ex and I, got into like media, producing content, creating content, and we did many brainstorming sessions and just shared our ideas on, on life. And we spent a lot of time out in nature, like hiking and um, just sharing our perspectives of what we saw in everyday life compared to what people talked about, you know, most common in the world, on social media, in the news, and so forth. And I'm grateful because I was always at work. I didn't necessarily get outside a whole lot at one point to see that people, and not just people, Black people, mature, healthy, you know, um, older Black people that, were retired or still working and active and outside hiking 5 miles a day, hanging out at the juice bar or the vegetarian spot, with their homegirls or their grandkids and families and stuff. And I'm talking 50, 60, 70-year-old women that look 20, 30, 40 years their age. And this was, of course, when I was in Atlanta in Georgia, um, where, holistic living and, alternative healing is more accepted and more common. So, I'm learning about these things, in my downtime and seeing it firsthand in the people that I'm meeting, in the places that I'm being drawn to go to, like the parks and, you know, um, vegetarian, vegan type of spots and farmers markets and produce spots and all that type of stuff, your whole food type of mini markets. So, with seeing this from my own eyes, I realized that, there's a lot of people, in the North where I moved from, where I primarily grew up, um, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, you know, the accessibility to this information and food wasn't as common. You would have your little communities here and there, but they were more underground. They weren't like in the forefront and people really knowing that these are options, to their life, the way that they approach, their lifestyle, their health. Um, more in the north is just go to the doctors, go to the surgeon, let them cut you up type of stuff versus, go to the uh crystal embedded built heat sauna spa and, stretch and relax and, you know, let the impurities and the toxins, sweat out of your body and, soak up good, healthy energy type of stuff to help you feel better, feel more energized, feel more charged naturally. You know what I mean? Your mood increases when you're not bogged down by toxins and, trash from the food and, the quick microwave meals that you've been eating because you got to get to work and, you're not releasing like you're supposed to because the processed food doesn't have the adequate what's the word I'm looking for? What do pineapples give you to help you release in your intestines? I can't think of the word right now, but flush and detoxing. You know, when you letting all that stuff sit in your body, that's why you're tired. That's why you angry and miserable. That's why your skin is breaking out. That's why your hair is not, flourishing and doing what you wanted to do. So with that being said, I learned these things, from great people who been practicing this and living this for years and had the visible results and spoke about it confidently because they could. And, I was learning, but I wasn't confident in that knowing because I had not yet received the results that, I needed to share it. All I know is the people that were around me, and in many cases didn't understand it and they judged it and are looking foolish now. And it's all good. We all here as humans to live, learn, and grow and evolve. But Work It Out Wednesday and Thoroughbred Thursday, it's going to be a combination of, you know, these type of discussions because they are repeatedly going to be important as long as we have people that are not aware, that are not healthy, that are not happy. Okay. So Thoroughbred Thursdays on live, we have great Maya Angelou, who is a great woman, poet, and so many great things that has inspired me. Her words were all great achievements require time. That is for us all to remember. This is a series that came to me in a moment of meditation, a download that came to me. And I wrote it in my notes in my computer back in 2018 before the pandemic. But I wasn't prepared to execute this, or I didn't have the platform established to execute this on. None of that. But the concept, the idea, and many others that have come to me for the past 10 years that are in my journal, I wasn't ready. But the other day on this beautiful Sunday, a couple of days ago, I came across, something that I forgot that I wrote, that were in my notes. And here we go today, executing it. And I'm excited about it. And I'm grateful for great teachers and great reminders, like all great achievements require time from Maya Angelou. So Thoroughbred Thursdays, we're going to recognize an OG, a organized gods or goddess from my perspective, someone that I want to give their flowers, whether they are dead or alive, or if I want to do both. Sometimes I might have enough time to expand on multiple OGs. We'll see. But we're going to start out, and I'm going to guarantee you at least one that came up in my spirit that deserves their flowers. All right. Following that, I'm going to do an energy reading and it's going to include soul's journey lessons that are present with affirmations to support them, a little bit of my perspective tied into that. We're going to do a crystal oracle teacher guidance and a powerful African goddess message. We love everybody, but everybody doesn't know and understand the value of Black women, the Black woman, the mother of creation. So, with this powerful African goddess message, this is not only going to be for, our African goddesses, our African queens, our African divine feminines. It is going to be for everyone in the world who needs to know the importance of the Black woman and the respect that she deserves, the support and love that she deserves from all that she's overcome from her sisters that don't always act sisterly, from, the women before her that were, tired, stressed, hurt, and bitter. That, and when I'm talking about Black women that resonate with this, generational curse, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've seen it as a natural hair care specialist and beauty professional. And that is what inspired me to get from just behind the chair, focusing on the outer beauty, the outer presentation, but taking it back and transforming the inner, because I had to do it for myself, because I embodied some of those qualities naturally from, bloodline, something that I couldn't control, something that many of us can't control. So, with that being said, these powerful African goddess messages are going to be essential, necessary, and supportive to helping us recognize and remember the truth of who we are, the value that we have, and to take our rightful place in this world, respectfully and responsibly, and not selling out and selling ourselves short and selling our souls in the process. On Friday, we're going to end the week with Fuck It Friday live. If you've been with me for a while now, you'll be familiar with this meditation that I absolutely love. It's available on YouTube. You can type it in yourself and find it. It's called Fuck It Meditation. It breaks down the definition of, the F word and cursing and, the ignorance that many of us have around it and the truth. So with that being said, it does that in a way that, you can affirm, that you're not going to let the bullshit mess up your mood. So we're going to laugh a little bit, use laughter as medicine to, feel better. It's a good laugh, releasing negative energy that is not serving your highest good. Coming from my perspective, with me being a serious person with, a dry sense of humor most of the time. Yeah, my perspective. So we're going to do a line and flow session, listening to that meditation. A line and flow is pretty much where I go with the flow, whether it is fitness, weight training, stretching, cardio, whatever it is I'm being moved to incorporate yoga, Pilates type of movement. In my align and flow session, that's what I do. And I'm not naming any poses. I'm holding them for a designated time. Align and flow means feel the present moment, what I'm feeling in my body, and what my body is moving me and telling me to do, to release, to ground myself, to rejuvenate and replenish, naturally. Excuse me. All right. So what I'll do also is in the current promotions. So, like I stated, Empress Black is the brand, and experience, excuse me, Experience Black is the business. So we have our Black Card access. From the supporters, we have an $11 a month, 14-day free trial, and for our pros, we have a $44 a month, 7-day free trial. Each has different benefits. To check that out, you can go to the Black Card Access page at empressblack.com to find out more information there. For Experience Black, that is where beautiful looks are always created kindly. That is the acronym for Black. We have a new client promotion, $10 off any service scheduled online with a complimentary bottle of indulgence. That is the juice that, I've been providing all my clients when they come in to get a service um, at the barbershop. And then we have a client referral that is Black Bucks, is something that I've started. So $5 per new client referred that schedule online. And when they schedule online, they need to include your name in the notes. So you get $5, excuse me, 5 Black Bucks to be used. Um, Pretty much you can shop with them in our online boutique. and you can also redeem them to cash in for savings on services that are done by myself or one of our providers when we actually, you know, add more people to our team, which we will be doing here soon. All right, so regular regular client natural hair services, you get $5 off any service scheduled online with a complimentary bottle of indulgence. That is what is present at this moment. All right. So then we have for the black box. This is something that's also been something I've been working on for years now, and I'm excited to finally be able to execute. For our November 2022 Black Box, we will be featuring these two services, the knotless box braids and the black bag bundle deals sewing. This box is going to be featured for $500, and we're calling it the New Perspective, New Attitude Starter Kit. It includes a virtual consultation and shopping experience with me, Empress Black, Attitude of Gratitude journal, or graduation mug. You can choose either item, a black bag bundle deal, or customizable crown, which is our custom units, custom wigs um, with a lace closure. So they'll look more natural. So you could choose between those two options or the knotless box braids, which is something that is for local clients or clients that are willing to travel to come to us. Okay. The details, like I said, can be found on the website. You'll also get either a pair of mink fur lashes or lip gloss, and a walking billboard T-shirt. So as well as a feature on Empress Black TV. That is going to be something that is going to evolve over time, um, because I'm going to have our Makeover Mondays introduced here in the upcoming year, 2023. Um, and once I'm able to hire a few professionals to help me execute that to the degree and manner in which I want to. So with that, Empress Black TV is going to be for that, to highlight our makeovers and so forth for not only myself, but for our um, team members, our associates. All right, so like I said, to read that and access that, I know that was like 30 minutes. I didn't intend for it to take that long, but I needed to get the details in where they were needed. So you can access that there. All right, let me go ahead and get into this reading, because I need to get ready for work. Thank you, Divine Source, for clear and direct messages, supportive of the present energy, what we need to regenerate our minds, our bodies, and our spirits so that we can regenerate, if we need to, our finances. Yes, as an empress, I am not ashamed or afraid to talk about our finances. That's too many. This is our chakra alignment message that is designed to help us balance and heal. All right, taking a minute for a card to come out, but there we go. Number 19, forgiveness. Oh, do we not have plenty to talk about forgiveness? Okay. Forgiveness is something that became important to me when God spoke to me through a client that I had years ago who beat cancer multiple times and different forms of cancer. So, yeah, in my spirit, from what she shared with me, as well as others that I've listened to over the years with similar situations, cancer is something that I believe happens, from our lifestyle habits, the way our mindset, the way that we're thinking, um, the way that we're feeling. So if you're feeling, resentment, bitterness, anger, um, any type of low vibrational negative energy, I believe that that feeds your, I'm trying to think of what creates tumors. That feeds your cells, the cells in your body, to create those tumors, to create is energy. It is energy. So, with unhealthy eating habits and not getting the right nutrients, not detoxing your body, not releasing stress, I feel like those are all things that um, grow and feed the tumors. Um, but I feel like it's a combination of, you know, our lifestyle habits, our diet, and our emotions. All right, so the heart chakra, number 19, forgiveness. You attracted this card in your life today because it is a powerful time of forgiveness. When we hold on to grudges and wounds from the past, we can create imbalance and disharmony in our life. Over time, excuse me, over time, this can turn into resentment, anger, frustration, sickness, and depression, like rotting fruit creating a disease inside of us. I just said that in my own words. You may be feeling flat and down about something that has happened in your life, and it is now time to bring the healing energy of forgiveness to this situation. True forgiveness starts with you. Take some time over the next few days to ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What requires love, attention, and forgiveness? When you have identified the issue, make sure you do what is required to surrender or expand your awareness to a place that allows for true forgiveness to occur. When you can truly forgive and let go, you can set yourself free from those stale energies and beliefs, and deep healing can occur. You will feel so much lighter and happier in your world. If you have a question about a situation or person, know that this is a sign for you that forgiveness is required to move forward. If you have already been working on forgiving, know that this card is a sign that you are making progress and that you should continue doing what you are doing. To find that peace of forgiveness, to find that place of forgiveness requires much love, understanding, compassion, and a whole lot of courage. You have all these traits within you to draw upon at any time. The time has come for you to let go and forgive at a deeper level so you can dance in the energy of freedom. The affirmation for today: my heart is full of unconditional love and I forgive freely. I encourage you to write that down. My heart is full of unconditional love and I forgive freely. All right, all right. We're going to use, since we got that green there today, I'm being moved to use our elemental goddess deck. This is the part where I believe that I came up with it yesterday. If anybody else used it, I'm not aware of that. But I was thinking of a way to say exotic tarot. because of the vision that I have long term for this work. And, exotic tarot, is one of those um, things that have been so taboo, where tarot readers have felt the need to hide themselves to protect their image in the real world. So I like to do things that are kind of rebellious at times, and goes against the grain if I feel like I need to drive a point home or to bring light and awareness to certain things. So yeah, Tarotic clarity. That is, enlightening clarity, enlightening clarity. These cards are kind of thick. All right, so we have the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands, Six of Water, the World, the Queen of Fire, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Air, and the King of Earth on the bottom of the deck with more green. We have a lot of green. Okay. Oh, I'm getting some messages here. The Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, the World, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Air, the Eight of Swords. All right, so what I'm seeing here is there's a king, a masculine energy, um, with the King of Earth and the King of Cups. I'm feeling like he's a divine masculine energy, is seeking forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. He had to take some time to potentially forgive himself for a decision that was made, um, that jeopardized a relationship, a connection, a stable foundation with the world and the Four of Wands. Um, Someone got emotionally involved with a karmic energy that wasn't going to stop until they were stopped. They had no plans of stopping until they were stopped. Manipulating, yes, manipulating a masculine energy into a commitment, a relationship, a situation that was not for him. And I know that because we have the Eight of Swords here. So there was some mental entrapment, someone who was bound in their thoughts, that was stuck in their mind, that felt trapped, that felt stuck, that felt like they didn't have many options. Um, I'm hearing that this is someone who has a good heart, that has, good intentions, that is highly liked and favored. He is a man that is, or a masculine energy that is um, hardworking as a king, and wants his hard work to be respected, appreciated, and shared with the right person. And there's been a some time spent trying to figure out who that right person is and who isn't. So in that process, some tears had to be shed. Um, some healing had to be done. Some growth and evolving and transformation had to take place. And when I say transformation, I'm saying mental transformation. Um, Someone had to ground their emotions, balance their emotions to real to recognize um, I need to clarify this a little further. I'm getting a couple different stories here. To recognize what's real, real recognize real. But if you have someone around you that is manipulative, which the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands, um, represents, you know, someone who does um, have the power to manipulate energy, to manipulate. I'll just keep it as basic as energy, so that I don't go too deep. But with that power, it can be used for the good or the bad. So if it's being used to keep someone bound to them that they have no business with, and that they're only with because um, they want what the person that they're trying to keep bound to them has, even if what they has is not meant to be had with them, then that's manipulative. That's used in a negative way. But if it's someone who uses their creative energy, their life force energy, their sexual energy, yeah, creative energy is also sexual energy, um, in a healthy manner to create life with a committed partner that is a divine partner, not someone that's trying to trap somebody and make somebody baby mama, baby daddy. It's someone that you're looking to share a life with that you can, and you're supposed to, because it was divinely driven, not a egoic based relationship. You look good together on paper and for the community, but in real life, you hate each other and you argue like cats and dogs, you know, that type of stuff. Yeah. Number three, experiencing. So someone has had these desires, um, to have a happy, healthy, committed, stable, grounded union and home life for quite some time. And they're excited that they're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We have completion here and we have ripeness. So I'm also hearing pregnancy, because I mentioned the Queen of Fire, with creating life, creative energy, life force energy. That could also be fertility, pregnancy for some. isolation. Uh-oh. You have isolation and guilt. So in this morning's intro, we listened to the beautiful Sarah Jacobson fell on the floor. Guilt. All right. I'm seeing the story here. So isolation is needed basically for transformation. So there has been a transformation that has taken place. So we have completion here, and we also have nothingness, the black card on the bottom. I'm gonna just stop right here. I've got the message and I need to get ready for work. All right, so there might have been a breakup that took place recently or potentially is about to. Um, and someone is dealing with a great deal of guilt for being manipulative, for being deceitful, for trying to put their nose in business where it didn't belong, um, for messing with the wrong person or people. Like someone is learning some tough lessons at this time. They are being exposed for their fuckery that they had going on behind the scenes, is what I'm hearing. Um, while on the other hand, someone is experiencing um, wholeness. They're experiencing um, divinity, the connection to source, fruitfulness, um, fertility, creative energy. You know, someone might have had, let's say you're a writer or a creative, a content creator, and you've been feeling blocked. You've been feeling blocked creatively, you know, distracted, depressed, unclear in your thoughts in your mind, um, that type of stuff. Because of this person being exposed for their fuckery, it's going to free you to um, experience the abundance that has always been there for you, but you needed to evolve and grow into that abundance to be able to appreciate it, to be able to maintain it, to be able to maintain yourself and not get lost and swept away or find yourself in situations where you're being where you're selling your soul, you know, to be who the world wants you to be instead of being who God created and designed you to be. You have already experienced lack or having nothing, whether you were born that way or, you know, you've had it, worked for it, earned it, and lost it. You you know what it means to um, have less, you know, to want more. And you also know what it means to have a full mind, um, a confused, distracted mind, but you also now know how to get to that place of, you know, silence, the place of clarity, um, place of being present, um, because of your experiences. And that is what is going to help you to grow, evolve, transform, and maintain all the things that you know you've desired and you're working for and that you need to forgive, past people, situations, environments, experiences. The forgiveness is important because that is what's going to help you be clear, to be pure. Even though we represent, purity with the color of white, um, but the opposite, of white is black. And I don't necessarily see that as being, you know, bad or negative or evil. Um, I see it as, the same canvas that I see a white blank canvas, because with white chalk, you can draw and create, you know, on a black canvas with a white marker or white pen. So it's all perspective. And when you're able to clear your mind and be present, um, that's where the divine or the Most High God can speak to you and fill you up with ideas, with um, the tools that you need to show up in life and do what it is that you're here to do. All right. So, about 56 minutes in, and this is our Transformation Tuesday behind the scenes, with our Tarotic expansion. I hope that you receive another level of clarity if you stuck around and watched this. And I also hope that it benefits you in some way in helping you gain a little bit more clarity, insight, and direction in your life. If so, please feel free to send a donation to $experience Black. That is one of many ways that we have to donate. If you want another one, please just feel free to message me at Empress Black. Or I ask even better for you to support and shop Black. Shop beautiful looks always created kindly in our online boutique, and take advantage, if you can, um, of the Black Box, the November 2022 Black Box, um, whether that be for you or a gift for someone for the upcoming holiday. All right. So, again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. And be blessed in all that you do and all that you are. Peace and love.